Why hello there friends, it's Emma here, the Bookish Princess. Today we are going to be talking about the wonderful world of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Animal Crossing is one of my favorite stress relievers, just escaping into a happy, cute, adorable world for a little while. I've loved playing New Horizons on the Nintendo Switch this past year, but for even longer than that, I have loved Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. This is a mobile app, it's free to download and play, although there are in-app purchases within the game. It came out about 3 years ago. I've shared a whole bunch of Pocket Camp tips on my channel in the past. But today I thought we would dive into some more tips and look at how to level your character up as quickly as possible. Now you'll find your character's level up in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. I'm at level 208. I have been playing the past 3 years, so I've kind of slowly worked my way up. Your character's level is directly related to your animal villagers' levels and how good of a friendship you have with them. So if we go to our contacts, we can see all of our villager friends and we can actually sort them by friendship level. So we can see the ones who are only level 1, the ones who are higher levels. So if you're brand new to the game and your character has a low level, or if you've just met a bunch of villagers and they are only at level 1, you actually will be able to level them up a lot faster than you will when they're a higher level. Because like say for me, the difference between level 208 and 209 is a lot of points. Whereas the difference between level 1 and 2 is I think only about 3 points. And even like the difference between level 7 and 8 is going to be a lot fewer points. So the higher level you are, the more sort of points there are between the levels. And that's for both your character's level and the villager's level. As you level yourself up and as you level the villagers up, you'll unlock more and more different features. So actually, if you go to the character and then look at their friendship level, you can kind of see a map and look at all the different things you'll unlock. Once they hit level 7, you will get whatever t-shirt, whatever clothing they're wearing. Once you hit level 15, they can make a special request. You'll unlock an item that you'll be able to craft, and then once you craft it and display it at your campsite, you'll get some more points, and they'll kind of reward you for that. And then level 20 is a level where you will get their photograph, their painting. So as you level the characters up, you'll unlock lots of things. And also, I did a whole video about how to get leaf tickets. They are the most premium currency in the game. Like, they'll buy you the best, cutest stuff. And there are lots of free ways to get leaf tickets. I went over all the different free ways in that other video, but one of the main ways is to level your character up. Every time you go from one level to the next, you will get 10 leaf tickets. So once I hit level 209, I'll get 10 leaf tickets. And every time you level a villager up, you'll get a couple points, like kind of inching your character's level up towards the next one. In order to level our character up, we have to level the villagers' characters up, because that will give us the points we need. But how do you get the points that you need to level the villagers' characters up? Well, there are a couple different ways. Whenever you have villagers visiting your campsite or your cabin, they will occasionally want to talk to you. Every time you walk around and pause, you'll see in a thought bubble which characters want to have a chat. So if we chat with Kiki, let's see what she has to say. Tell me a story. Sometimes they'll just want to have a little conversation. Sometimes they'll have like a gift for you, some bells. Sometimes they'll ask you to help them find a lost item. That time, Kiki just had a story for us, but just by listening to her, we got 6 points, and her level was inching up towards the next kind of ranking. So yeah, every couple of hours it'll be a different set of villagers who want to talk to you. Let's see, where's the bear? The bear also wants to chat with him. I have him dressed up as a pirate for Halloween. Murphy says, what's up, Murphy? Oh, Murphy has a request, so we can give him some fruit. You know what, we'll give him a perfect fruit, because when you give the perfect fruits, you will get more. Yeah, we can see. So we hopped up 3 points there. And of course, in addition to, inching up towards the next level, you're also getting other crafting materials and bells. So Murphy didn't want to just chat, he actually had a request. And that's another main way you're gonna level the villagers up, is by fulfilling their requests. When we go to the map, there are 4 different locations, and I think it's every 3 hours, the 4 villagers at those different spots change out, and they all have 3 or 4 requests to ask of you. You could go to the locations and like talk to them in person, or you can use Pete's parcel service, which is very convenient. So you just hit Pete on the map, and you can just with one click fulfill all of the different requests. So Gloria wants a fish, and her level is going to hop up a little bit. So fulfilling requests is a great way to level up the characters, but there's one other even faster way, and that's giving the characters treats. And to do that, you have to go talk to them in person. So let's go talk to Gloria and see if we can level her up. We can get her, maybe we can get her to level 20 so we can get her portrait. Now, before we give her a treat, we're gonna check and see what her animal type is. So if we go to her information, we can see she is elegant. Now, many of the treats are actually by type. So if you give an elegant villager an elegant treat, that will help give them more points and help level them up faster. So we're gonna give you a treat, give you a snack. Here's our inventory of snacks. I always forget to use my treats on my villagers, which right now is a good thing because I have quite a great storehouse of them saved up that we can now splurge and kind of fast track our leveling up. So where are the elegant treats? Is it a cheesecake? No, cheesecake is modern. Here we go, it's the tarts. So we're gonna give her a ton of plain tarts. Gloria is just gonna go to town with a tart feast. I will give her, let's give her 28. And it's nice that they didn't always have this feature where you could give them the treats in bulk, like give them 28 treats at a time. 84 points gets us, oh, you know what, actually look at that. That only got us like 2 levels up. I thought that was gonna get us more levels than 2. See, once those characters get to the higher levels, it does take a lot more points to get them up. So a lot of these, the popcorn, the donuts, the waffles, those are all based on different types. So the waffle is a natural treat, the donut is a cute treat, the popcorn is a sporty treat. But these first 3, the bronze, silver, and gold, will give every villager the same number of points. It doesn't matter what their type is. The gold is the most powerful treat. That's gonna give 25 points every single time. For every silver treat you give the character, you're gonna get 10 points, 10 little hearts, and for every bronze treat, you're gonna get 3 hearts. All right, so let's give Gloria a whole bunch of gold treats. I really wanna get her up to level 20. We'll give her 20 gold treats. 500 points. Okay, that really rocketed her up. So now we got her photo. I also unlocked her request, which you do at level 15. To get the animal to ask you to make their special item, you have to invite them to your campsite, and that's where they will kind of unlock that feature for you. Now you might be wondering how you get treats. One of the main ways you get treats is Gulliver's Ship. So when we go to Gulliver's Ship, we can see we have 3 islands, and actually right now the islands we have are 2 of them are treat islands. So Yeehaw Island will get us plain donuts, tasty donuts. What's this island here? Exotic Island will get us cheesecakes. And I think this last island is just clothing. Although we do have gold treats on the clothing island. Every couple of days, you can change out these 3 islands for free. You just use the refresh button in the corner. So we will go ahead and refresh and see what different islands we get. So now there are cookies and waffles as our treat items. These islands are also how you're going to get new villager maps. So if you don't want to have to wait the couple of days to refresh for free, you can use 10,000 bells to refresh. So we're going to refresh a couple times because I know there's a character island. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I only had to spend 10,000 bells. I wasn't sure how many times we would have to refresh because it is random. But look at this. We got the new character island. So I don't have any of these maps yet. Coco, Curly, and Jacob are new characters that recently came out. If you're brand new to Pocket Camp, you will meet a bunch of characters just at those 4 map locations, but there are also going to be a ton of character maps that you're going to want to get through Gulliver's Island. So we're going to go ahead and load up Gulliver's Ship to get the rewards from the islands, you have to send the ship out and load it up with different materials. Here, we'll go ahead and send these 2 off too to try to get some more donuts. Luckily, I have plenty of wood and paper and cotton, so I usually use those materials to send off. But as you can see, you can use all sorts of different items to send the ship. If you have extra fish or fruit, you can use those to load the ship up. You can even use like furniture and clothing that you've crafted or that you've collected. If you have extra of that and you don't care, you want to get rid of it, you can kind of trade it, as it were, for the island rewards. All right, so we went ahead and sent our ships off. As you can see, it is going to be 6 hours before the ship comes back and we get our reward. Once we get those character maps, we're going to use Blather's treasure check to unlock them. And I actually do have a couple of character maps here that I have not yet rolled through. The character maps are a little bit of a hassle because it's like first you have to send Gulliver's ship to get them, and then you have to use Blather's treasure check to unlock them. But once you unlock the characters, then they're kind of part of your rotation and you'll just meet them at the different locations on the map. You can invite them to your campsite, to your cabin. So we'll go ahead and unlock Rolf's map. I'm going to use the Insta-Clear option and I'm going to use my Sporty Essence. So it'll take 12 Sporty Essence every time I roll the die. It looks like it ended up rolling it 6 times. But now we've unlocked Rolf, and also rolling our way through the map, we got a couple extra treats. So that is great. We will definitely use those. Should we unlock Ruby too? Ruby looks like that rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Which is that rabbit? You know, the one that frightens them all off. All right, we now have Ruby, and so we now have a new tiger, new rabbit. They are now kind of in the random rotation, and they could get picked to show up at those 4 map spots. But let's say that we are feeling a little impatient. If you want to be able to meet those characters right away, if you want to be able to level them up right away by completing their requests and giving them treats, then what you can do is use a calling card. Calling cards are kind of one of those random items that you collect every now and again, and I always forget to use them. I kind of forget what they are, but they're excellent if you want to level up fast. We're going to go to our contact list. We're going to go ahead and sort by friendship level, and then we'll select Ruby, and you can see at the bottom here it says call. That is how you use the calling card, and luckily, since I never use calling cards, I have a whole bunch of them. So let's phone up Ruby and invite her here to the island. Whoa, that's what her shirt looks like? Little ears is her catchphrase. That's pretty funny. So now if we went to, say, Pete's parcel service, Ruby would come up here with all of her requests. So we can go ahead and give her what she's looking for. See, because she's level 1, just completing that one request pops her up super, super fast. So we might as well fulfill all the requests that she has. If 3 requests is not enough and you want more, there's actually another item, kind of like the calling card, that I always forget about. Do you have nude gossip? So when the animal has requests, that what do you want will be red, not black. It's black because we already completed her 3 normal requests. But if we tap it, we'll have the opportunity to use a request ticket. And that will just give us 3 more requests, which means 3 more chances to give her items and level her up. Also, just by using the request card, we got 3 points and got her up to level 3, which is excellent. Wow, look at this. We are really inching our way up to level 209. We're almost there. So we'll use Pete's parcel service to complete Ruby's 3 more requests. Get her leveled up, and you can see every time she goes up a level, we get that heart that goes up and pushes our level up just a tiny bit. Now we could use another request card. I think you can use up to 3 request cards every time the animal is there. So the request ticket, as you can see, is fairly fast, especially if the animal is a very low level, because the requests are going to give you a really nice boost. So if you run out of treats, request tickets are a great way to still get yourself extra levels, but the treats are the fastest way to level up, because you can give them in bulk, and you know, like the gold treat gives you that 25 increment boost. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of speed Ruby through the rest. Since she's a cute animal, we could give her some donuts. For the type specific treats, the plain one is always gonna be 3 points. The, what's this one called? The tasty mid-level treat is going to be 9 points, and then the gourmet, like highest level, is going to be 18 points. Now you might be wondering, what if we gave Ruby an item, a treat that did not correspond to her type? So you could give her some popcorn, but you can see we would only get 2 points instead of 3 for the like plain popcorn. We would only get, let's see, 6 points instead of 9 for the tasty popcorn, and we would only get 12 points instead of 18 for the gourmet. So if you didn't really care about your sporty villagers and you only cared about your cute villagers, you could give them treats that didn't match their type. They would still get a lot of points, but they just wouldn't get that kind of maximum boost. So look at this, I have a ton of donuts. Let's just load Ruby up on donuts. Now this should definitely boost us to 209, because we are so close to 209. Your all-time favorite snack. 180, there we go. So we went from level 5 to level 13, and we got that weird bunny t-shirt. Level 209. Got our 10 leaf tickets. So Ruby is now at level 13. If we wanted to get another like low level character so that they would, you know, go through the ranks faster, we could use another calling card. We could call Rolf. Now you can't actually call more than one character to each location. Every 3 hours it's like a max of 8 characters. 4 that you just randomly get, and 4 that you could use calling cards to invite to each one. So when we try to call Rolf to the island, it'll say you can't host him here, but we could call him and meet him at Breezy Hollow. Let's do it. I love your character, like when they're just on the phone nodding. All the Halloween stuff is so cute. I love it so much. This new cat cookie. Hey Rolf, look at his shirt. Wow, it's like blue and bubbly. I like it. It looks like he's had a long night though. He has some kind of under eye bags. All right, Rolf, where are you? There he is. We might as well fulfill his requests, because that's an easy way to level him up quickly since he's a low level, and not use up our treats all in one go. Now let me remind myself, what is Rolf's type? Rolf is sporty, so he's gonna want our popcorn, and I think I had plenty of popcorn. So let's load up on popcorn. I'm gonna give him 50 popcorn. See, I always like having like a little something left in my inventory, so I never like to use up like all of my treats, because I think it's fun to like look in your inventory and you have all the types of popcorn or all the types of donuts, which I know is silly, but they're so cute, like just the designs of them. I wish he was holding popcorn instead of like just the generic bag. 150 points. There we go. Got that bubble tea. Alright, Rolf, help us get to level 210. We are just going to give you, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and give him a ton of silvers, since I have over 100 silvers. How many should I give him? How high do we want Rolf to go? Maybe I'm going to give him 62. That should definitely get us to level 210. Yeah, you better enjoy it, Rolf. I just gave you like half of my silver treats. So that went from 12 to 25. So it is kind of fun when you don't use your treats and just save them up, then you can like really max it out right now. I think, what is the maximum that got us up to 210? Got another 10 leaf tickets. Pretty sweet. What is the character's maximum friendship level? I think it's 40? Oh no, it's 50. So we've been giving treats to animals at the 4 locations, but you can also give treats to the animals at your campsite and in your cabin. To sum it up, if you want to level up fast, then you want to be meeting new characters so that you meet them when they're level 1, and you want to be fulfilling their requests, showering them with treats. You can use those calling cards and those request tickets to be able to meet more animals and to be able to get more requests. And of course, you can use Gulliver's Ship to unlock the new characters and to get yourself some more treats. My cabin is a very cozy fall, woodsy scene right now. The upstairs of my cabin right now is a little cafe. We could take a look at that real quick. See, isn't this adorable? Tell me a story, Peiko. Before we wrap up, I'll give you guys a quick tour of my camper. So my downstairs is actually still kind of a spring lounge, but my upstairs, this is like my witchy office. Except instead of just brewing potions, we're obviously also brewing desserts and pies. Well, that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Do you have any favorite methods for leveling up fast? Make sure you leave them down in the comments below. I hope you guys have a magical day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!